We had more than 32 reports of gunshot victims coming into our fire alarm office, which created 32 separate incidents instead of one main one. And that's common in an event like this, because they're just getting calls of this, and this person shot here, this person shot here. It took them a while to tie into hey, this is all under one incident number. So we have 32 incident numbers tied to this, and we're still trying to crunch that data into one usable format. We also had reports of, people would show up at hotels, say Caesar's Palace or other places where they were shot. Well, by the time that information got relayed out to responders, both police and fire, it was there's a shooter at this location. Where there wasn't a shooter at that location. There was just somebody that was shot that showed up at that location via Uber or running or whatever. So that complicated our response. And so for a certain amount of time that evening, we knew we had what was going on at the concert venue, and we're starting to think, uh-oh, are we having attacks at other locations? Again, our police officers, both Metro, I saw strike teams out there that night from Henderson PD, from North Vegas PD. They all came together as we have trained, and they addressed every one of those other sites that turned out not to be shootings, but just where victims ended up. Our response time to that incident, I can honestly say, for our first arriving unit was less than 5 seconds. And the reason I say that is Fire Engine 11, who's stationed about a mile south on Las Vegas Boulevard, was coming back from a traffic accident call. They had hooked left on Reno, headed east, turned onto Giles, and the captain's like, that's gunfire. They were right there at the fence to the event. The captain picked up the radio and said, dispatch, do you have any reports of gunfire and something going on right now? Because I'm hearing a lot of gunfire. They said, no. Oh, yes, now we do. It was that fast. The floodgates opened on Giles and out poured dozens and dozens and dozens of patients, critically, some mortally wounded, and swamped that engine company sitting in the middle of the street. So our first hands-on patients was just outside the fence on the east side of that venue, and our people did a great job.